Today's going to be an epic battle between photographers, those that can take the best pic and those that can edit. People come from all around the world. We have a photographer from Samoa, from Asia, and even parts of Europe. Do you have what it takes? In today's episode, these photographers are going to go head to head and see who's the best, who's the bomb, and who's going to make it to the next level.
Alright guys, thanks for coming out. My name's Dan, I'm the host. We're gonna jump in the van. Once we get to our first destination, we'll kind of give you more details. We'll try to pay attention because there's gonna be some details along the way. And again, remember this is a competition.
I kind of feel like we're in Hunger Games right now. This is like Hunger Games for camera. This is Hunger for photography games.
If you guys want to follow me,
Dude, it was so good.
again, thank you guys for coming out. We're gonna have a lot of fun today. Your theme of today's photo shoot, you have 25 minutes to shoot it, is an emo shoot. So any type of emotion, you have 25 minutes to take the shot and edit it here. You can use the model that we brought, the building that's over here, the forest. You can use any of the area surrounding. We'll give you guys 10 minutes to pick your spot, kind of scout out the area, see where you want to take your shot, and then we'll get started. So let's go.
Get out of my way. This is mine. Totally mine.
My name is Megan John. I'm from California and I mostly have shot fashion photography, but I want to get a little bit more into weddings and baby portraits.
My name is Richard Mead. I am from London, England, and I specialize in event and wedding photography and portraits as well. And I'm excited to be here. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good show.
Hey, my name is Max Taylor. I am from Holiday, Utah, born and raised. I haven't graduated high school yet.
My name's Cameron Wilson. I'm from Logandale, Nevada. For still photography, I like adventure, sports photography.
My name is Dwayne Tiati. I'm from the Philippines. I'm really excited about this reality show so I can push myself further.
My name is Alpha Fanua. I'm a photographer out of Salt Lake City, Utah. I've been shooting for about 3 years. I love shooting portraits.
I'm Casey Richardson. I'm a Salt Lake City-based photographer. I do product and lifestyle photography, and I'm excited to be on the show.
My name is Dustin Merrill. I'm originally from Idaho Falls, Idaho. I've done some weddings, I've done some portraiture, and I really like doing sports.
All right, time's up, everybody. Let's meet by the bus.
It's an interesting location, but it's, with the model's great. She knows what she's doing, and it's just easier when you have a good model. How about your serious look? About your, I just want you to lean in and just like
angry at the world?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mainly, I do a lot of sports photography, so this is not my main genre, so that's my main concern right there. Stare at the camera. More angrier. We have a lot of great talent here, so it's just competing with them. Perfect.
Based on looks, just like someone's physical appearance, really not their skill set in photography, who do you think is going to win the competition?
Based on looks, I think the London guy, he has the accent.
So right about there, just so you fill in the side of the face right over here. I went for 2 different emotions because I wasn't sure which one I would like more. Yeah, so splitting my time in half that way, plus getting it done, edited, everything. It's exciting, it's fun. 25 minutes from okay, we're on the shoot and here's a model, and do you want to do anything with the model, or do you want to just do whatever, and yeah, to final product. 2, 3. It's a lot of pressure, but I like it. So it ups your game for sure. It was nerve-wracking, but I am happy with what I came up with. Yeah.
I'm 15, have I've only been photographing for like 2 years.
What do you think you're gonna do to take the lead to win the challenge? What's the game plan to come out on top?
Just try my hardest, try to be unique, do something original people like. Kinda like, just like melancholy.
Melancholy?
Just like kinda serious but not depressed. I like the natural lighting. I mean, artificial lighting is great in many cases, but in this case I was pretty satisfied. You know, you've got the limited amount of time, so I think what my goal, I'm more comfortable with Photoshop. I'm probably gonna do some layering, work with that, work with the levels, just make it kind of blend a bunch of photos together. That's good.
Try and get something on her through here. If I can actually have you just kind of twist a little bit more the other way. Back the other way, yeah. You know, I'm just going to take the best picture I can. I'm going to try and push myself and come up with something new each time. And something creative. I really want to try and tell a story with each picture. And this challenge really is good for that because we're trying to show an emotion. And emotion itself is a story. So I'm just going to try and do that. Alright, I'm going to come back a little bit and get a little bit more of a full body shot. No, I'm not. So actually, have you come a little bit closer to me? We're going to come in a little bit tighter on these ones.
Now that you've taken your first shot, I guess, how are you feeling?
Good. I usually use Lightroom, so I'm going to be a little bit new with the whole Photoshop thing, but it's going to be fun.
Okay.
What's your emotion?
Let's do loneliness. Yeah. You got loneliness? Alright, let's see. It made it easier working with an actual model because I didn't have to coach her or anything, and she kind of just got into poses immediately for me, so it made things a lot easier, made it quick. Alright, we're going to change motions. I'm just going to throw out some words, and then let's go fire. Oh man, that's freaking intense.
Do you feel like for a second you were attracted to the model?
Me? No. Maybe later, I don't know.
I want you to kind of be like, you're wealthy, but you're struggling with an addiction. So kind of distressed, like troubled. You know, I took a risk and we'll see how it pans out, but I wanted something unique. Everything else just kind of looked like woods, you know, except for this location kind of had a little bit of different thing. So I wanted to try to portray, you know, an addiction, see if she's struggling.
Same emotion?
Same emotion, yeah.
I think since I have a kind of a different background than most photographers, since I do television and broadcasting, kind of look at things differently than they do. That could be good, it could be bad. Yeah. So I guess we'll find out. I think that's good.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You did great.
Thank you.
When people are trying to like pose and they're trying to do something over the top, it really becomes very fake. And really about, like, the biggest thing for me about capturing photography is the emotion. And if I can get a real emotion, it's gonna blow anything else out of the water as opposed to like fake, which is why I just shot like 50 shots off the stand. So.
Okay, just move your head back a little bit.
Usually when I'm shooting, it takes me a little while to get in my groove. But once I'm in there, it's just like typically when I do a shoot, my best stuff will come from like the last third of it. So here, like the 25-minute challenge is like go 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 go.
Cool. That's awesome.
There's some really good photographers here. I actually know a couple of the work of a few of these guys. So it's gonna be and the next bit is gonna be key. And honestly I'm a little apprehensive, but we'll see.
Move your hands? Yeah. I like a lot of movement, so. angry. Like you're almost like a tiger angry. You want to rip your head off kind of a thing.
Like a tiger, baby. Okay, here.
And 1, 2, 3. As far as strengths go, I guess maybe on this shoot specifically, as I've worked with models before and I've shot models before, so it is something that's maybe a little bit stronger compared to if we were doing something, let's say, sports.
What was your whole idea for this? What were your thoughts, like with the lighting, with the pose, the whole thing?
And so, well, this one I just got this out of the way just because it'd be quick and it would be something I could fall on if I didn't get any shots.
Cool.
And so with the lighting, it's just really simple, like 45 degrees up.
She looks like she's staring directly through the lens and wanting to kill me.
Right. And so when we were shooting this, I had her. I'm like, I need you to get more angry. I'm like, I need you to get like, you know. And so we took quite a few shots.
A lot of other photographers out there, they'll blame it on the model because the model didn't pose correctly.
No, she was awesome.
So you're the one directing the emotion. If it's not working, you got to revise the model.
You got the competition down. Good. So
I like it.
what was your idea with this whole shoot? The positioning, the emotion that you were trying to portray?
That she's struggling with an addiction. She's kind of distressed. Like obviously she's wealthy, but she has this addiction to alcohol, and so she's kind of distressed.
Okay, cool.
And
how about like the coloring and everything? Did you, like with the editing, post-processing, did you have any thoughts, or it's just...
Not really. I balanced the red and the green since she's a redhead.
Cool.
So you have green here and red here.
Nice. When we saw this technically, we're like, that's awesome. It's like really good technically. Everything's super sharp. Colors aren't really oversaturated, but I think they work really good. Like you were saying, the greens, reds, it matches really well, you know? Yeah, so we're thinking with the emotional side, as far as the competition goes, that this was probably one of the weakest, just because the emotion to us when we saw it seemed like almost forced.
So the actual picture is great,
Yeah.
but as far as the actual emotion, like distressed, that usually indicates sorrow, anxiety, pain. We didn't feel that way at all with this. We felt more like,
yeah, we were a little bit confused on the
she was
emotion.
confused about a conversation she had just had or something.
Let me get my notes here. Okay, where's our notes? I actually don't have any notes on you.
Okay, so tell us your whole objective about this photo, everything you thought going into it.
Okay, so the goal was to capture an emotion. I didn't have much time, and this being the first time around, I just wanted to keep it a little bit more simple, just to see what I could actually do in 25 minutes.
Okay.
I photographed 2 different emotions in 2 different spots because I wasn't sure which one would work out better.
What were the 2 emotions?
So I did Lost, and then I was going more for like a sense of wonder.
The background and everything, compared to her, the contrast in the story of the image, it's perfect. She doesn't belong there. That's perfect. I love that.
I love the, like, you didn't overly edit this, you know?
It looks very natural.
That,
I like
Yeah. But it's still at the same time, like, it looks good, you know? It doesn't look like it just came from the camera, but it looks good. What was the idea here with the shoot? What were you thinking? You know, why'd you have her pose that certain way, and the editing and all that?
Basically, the emotion that I was going for was kind of lost. So I shot with my 100mm, and I wanted to kind of make it look like she was trapped in there, you know, and wanted to compact the background and everything, and just used a reflector. That's all I used for the light, and yeah, I like the little framing of the branch and blur in the front.
Let's say you actually get a model that just cannot model or something. I mean, she was good, but let's say you get somebody that is just stuck in a certain look. You can also, like, I would see this picture is really desaturated and you add some blue. So something really dark, maybe add a vignette to the edges. How many shots did you get of her in this pose, like in this position?
The actual position?
Did you take a lot, or was it just a couple?
I only took about, I think, 12 exposures total.
One other thing is, I would say, if a model is in a position maybe you don't like, but you know, maybe the composition's good and everything, the background looks awesome, just take a bunch of photos, just sit there and let her do her thing, you know?
Yeah.
Just because I feel like this is more of a posed thing, like it looks really posed.
Sure.
If you caught her in between, like maybe she looked barely this when you caught it, I think that would have changed it because she still has the emotion in her head, but this is like her thinking about it too much. Dwayne, what was your idea for this shoot? What, as far as the lighting goes, the editing, the location, the emotion?
Well, I started, I actually didn't know what I was actually gonna do then. I like this a lot because of the background itself is dark. And then her angry look, like it's kind of like, you know, it matches the background.
This though, I think is really good because it's mixed with sort of, like what I said before, I don't like it saying this, but it was like kind of sexy, the photo. That's kind of what we felt. It was more fashion, forward, seductive, I guess. But at the same time, it's angry. So, which is good because it fits into photography. It's not just fitting into the competition, but it's fitting into fashion photography and commercial photography. So I don't know, I thought it was really good, especially the colors. I like how you desaturated it and still, you know, there's still some reds in her, or red in her hair.
Overall, it's an amazing photo.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I love it.
So good job. This is actually one of the strongest emotional ones, I think.
Yeah, we liked this.
So tell us your idea with the lighting and with the model and what you're doing here with the editing and everything. What your idea was.
Okay, I was kind of just going for anger, especially rage. I wanted there to be teeth bearing like a full-on anger. And I wanted to kind of have the darkness in the back and have her moving toward the light, so it's almost like this witch moving out of her hole and she's just angry, like coming out. So that was kind of the emotion that I was going for.
Cool. As far as the editing goes, why did you choose these colors?
Well, again with the editing, I really kind of tried to make it a little bit darker on the side. I took out a little bit of color in the middle, made it a little bit more black and white around her face, and then pumped up the red hair because I felt like red is obviously associated with anger a lot of the time, or like that really hard, aggressive color.
The colors match up with the emotion. You know, you could have somebody looking angry, but the editing doesn't match, and it just doesn't match at all, you know, no matter how good the photo is. So I liked how you edited everything, the red, the sort of bumped up yellows. And so tell us really quickly what your idea was with this whole photo shoot.
Well, I thought like an easy emotion that would be able to capture would be like more of a melancholy, not too serious, not too, you know, not to one extreme, not to one another. I think what I should have done is taken the one where she has her hand on her shoulder and made that the basis, and maybe just use that photo without any of the other layers. I don't know what that would have turned out.
That's fine. We actually we both said the same thing. If we would have actually had these switched.
Yeah.
And I actually really think. First of all, what was the emotion you were going for?
Like more of like a melancholy kind of.
So melancholy.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one we weren't sure what the emotion was so much.
Yeah.
And that's actually the focus of the image, and this is kind of an adding element, backing up. You know, the focus. We felt like this one right here was really the image we felt. We could actually feel when we were looking at it.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. So tell us everything about this photo, your objective going into it, what your thoughts were, how you planned it.
Okay, so my immediate thought was, obviously his emotion was what the task was, and my immediate thought was to kind of like look at the landscape first of all and see what that was doing, and I noticed these branches were kind of like encroaching in, so they gave it almost a sense of like security. And basically my idea was to have Liz in the middle here and have her kind of like, well, exactly what you see here, and have those branches kind of like being cradling arms over the top of her and kind of give that security, even though like she's out in the wilderness kind of thing.
Perfect. And even with certain rules like the rule of thirds and whatnot, you know, you can break them, like how she's right in the middle. It's perfect.
Alright guys, the judges are in. Hopefully you guys had a good time today so far. They looked over all your pictures and they've decided which ones are the winners and which one loses today. And so again, thank you guys for coming out. It was definitely a tough competition and there's a lot of tough calls that had to be made. Let's start with those that qualified, that those are going to make it to the next round. Dwayne, did you want to step forward? Dwayne, will you accept this rose? Yes. Alright. Max, you want to step forward? Max, will you accept this rose? Rossi, will you accept this rose? Megan, will you accept this rose? Going to do a hug.
Yeah, sure, we can do a hug.
Dustin, you want to step forward? Dustin, will you accept this rose?
I'd love to. Thank you.
Ofa, will you accept this rose?
Yes. Yes, I will.
A final decision. Richard, step forward. Will you accept this rose? Cameron, if you want to say your goodbyes.
Sorry, Cameron.
Oh, yes. Thanks, guys. You know, it sucks, but I'm not really a photographer. I'm more a videographer and broadcasting, so it doesn't hurt too bad.
What do you feel like went wrong?
I guess I didn't portray emotion, and I should have focused. Maybe even picking my picture instead of technically looking at a picture. I should have looked more at it from the challenge point of view. I think it could have gone a different way.
We saw a lot of great talent today. We saw a lot of people bring in their A game, and unfortunately we even saw a player go home. But today it was crazy. You know what? Next week, get ready for what I call the unexpected.